Hey, Coach, I'm so happy you found us on YouTube. Make sure you go over and subscribe and like, go down below, hit the bell up above if you want to make sure you get anything else coming. Also, make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you're looking to become a better basketball coach, if you're looking to take it to the next level, that's why I started it to help you become a better basketball coach. And if you're looking to take it to the next level and get full season access, you're looking for our complete library. You're looking for 2 memberships and my full library. Go over to hit wintheseason.com. Wintheseason.com. You can get teachhoops.com. You can get full season access, everything we do in our program that has made us one of the top programs in the country. And then you get my full library with the funnel down defense, rule 3 offense, everything you would want. Go over and check it out, wintheseason.com, and have a great day. All right, welcome to the Basketball Leadership Podcast. This is an interesting topic, Coach. Dealing with trauma. I think both of us are veteran coaches. I bet we could both write a book on this. Both from a parent, both from a community, both from a player.
Oh
Yes.
gosh. Yeah, you bring up the parent piece too. I mean, as a school administrator, I get to see and hear some of the stuff that's happened in other sports with parents and as a coach with our own team. We haven't had tons of drama over the years, but there's always little things. And I think it's really important for us as coaches to, like we've talked about a lot, address them head on, put out the little fires, talk to your team leaders about that. But yeah, I've seen drama from a lot of different perspectives, and I'm personally, I hate drama, and I will address it head on. I think that's the way you have to do it. I've seen it in girls sports. We've had kids that have played, you have your own kids that have played as well. But yeah,
I
what are your thoughts on that? You
so
got any
I think
stories?
this is some of the stuff we've talked about before. So I think part of drama is there's a personality aspect to it, but I think a lot of it can be you first of all attacking it right away. But
Yep.
the second thing is over communicating. Like I know next week we're going to be talking about rules, but like I over communicate in my parent meeting. I over communicate on what we're doing. I over communicate on rules. Like so, we have a basically role meetings of a third of the way through the season, past halfway through the season, at the end of the season, come tournament time. I am literally going over and something I started doing back in maybe '05, '06 when we started getting really good is I go through roles with each player, and then I
Yep.
also um hand them out to the entire team. So you know what my role is and I know what your role is. They're not these pockets of conversations because
Yep.
then we're not hiding. But I think all of those things can get rid of a lot of drama. Um,
Totally agree.
because drama happens when there's, like you said, it's like negativity. It
Yep.
fills voids
Yep.
of this thing, and if you can fill the void, um and then I think less drama and less negativity happens when you have a closer group. Like I was telling you that over winter break we tend to try to go somewhere, do something as far as
Yep.
a trip or thing, because they have to stay in a hotel room with a non-friend because we don't let them.
Yep.
We ask them who they want to room with, and then we don't let them room with that person.
Yeah, and then they
Because I want them with someone else. And it's like, and then they're on the bus together and they're doing this and they're eating together. It's like all those things.
Yep.
It's hard to have the drama when you have to look at that person every day and
Yep.
spend time with them and all that stuff. So all of those team bonding, all of the communication, all of the confronting it, all of those factors, I think I don't again, it's both confounding and lurking variables. Lurking variables are ones we know are happening, but drama happens sometimes because of confounding variables. I'm using stats terms, but those are variables we don't know. They're out there, but they're causing the drama,
Yep.
like the parents or grandma
Yep.
or a college coach. Well, you can help them put those fires out if you've circled the wagons per se.
I
and
I
help.
totally agree. And I think, we talked about the last podcast, you mentioned it. Whenever there's a void in communication, negativity fills it. And that negativity often can be drama. And so I'm 100% with you. And I'm the same way. Like, I over communicate. I over
Yep.
communicate maybe at times with kids. I'm short and sweet, but they might
Right.
hear the same message over and over again. Simplify and repeat, right? Parents, I'm going to over communicate with them. I don't want them talking about the unknown, because when they start talking about the unknown, they create their own narrative, they create their own stuff. And that's where you get drama with parents. That's where you get drama with kids. So, controlling the narrative through communication is critical as a coach. That's an important lesson for any young coach, especially.
Yes. I mean, it is. You're controlling, what is our story? I always think about every season as a story. Like there's a beginning, there's a plot, there's an end, and there's heartache at the end, there's celebration at the whatever it is, however your season ends. But
Yeah.
it's a book, and we have to write it. I tell the
Yep.
boys this: we're writing our own chapter at this point,
Yep.
and here's what the first chapter of the book has been, because we're a third of the way through the season. So let's talk about this. And I've told you off the air, it's like, well, let's talk about this first chapter. What's happened? Well, there's been a bunch of injuries, there's been some sickness, there's been some obstacle, there's been some highlights. We beat one of the top teams, there's been some lowlights. Like that's the first chapter. Okay.
Yep.
We haven't written the second chapter yet, and we haven't written the finale yet. So we have time to go here.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
so
It's
that's
the
the thing. It's just
concept.
I love that idea of writing your own narrative. It's true.
It,
Um,
it is. When you, every season, like you said, you're writing a book. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We've talked about that. The process is the prize. I mean, it's so easy for people to get hung up on the wins and the losses, and those all happen along the way, but everything's a journey and everything's a learning experience. You win or you learn. I mean, that you really have to have that approach, um, in those games. But yeah, it, that's the beauty of coaching. It's all of the stuff that happens along the way that we have to navigate, that makes it fun, can make it painful, but it can also make it joyous, more joyous than almost anything you can
And I've
do.
told you that, like last year when our flight got canceled and we took a bus all the way to Florida, they're still talking about it.
Oh
It's like it
yeah.
was a nightmare for the coaches.
Yeah,
24 hours on a bus down, 24 hours in the bus. But they when they're our age, they'll still be talking about it with their friends. Because that was a
absolutely.
memory. It wasn't that game they won. It was about the experience of that and that obstacle and driving through the night and sleeping on
Yeah.
the floor and la, la, la. It's like, okay, that's what we got to remember. It's about writing that book, writing
And
those
this is
chapters.
important to share with parents too, I think,
Yeah.
about communicating. Like, that's what a season is. And your job as a parent is to help us create memories, help us create experiences, help us write that chapter of the book and in a positive way. And don't be a fan of the team. Don't be consumed with your own
Yeah.
child.
And
No,
it's hard. It's hard. And
it is.
I don't know about your preseason meeting, but I tell them, I said, I'm trying to build young men here. That's my job. I want to win
Yep.
basketball games. I'm as competitive as person as you'll ever meet. You
Yep.
can tell I've coached for a really long time, but I'm trying to build young men. And I said,
Yep.
I'm more than willing to talk to you, but I want to talk to them first.
Yes.
I want them to come to talk to me, because literally that will take care of it. Because they'll go home and tell mom and dad, it's good, stop. Like
Yeah.
me
Yep.
telling mom and dad it's good, stop, doesn't work as well as, Johnny going home and doing it.
Yep.
So, and I tell young coaches this all the time. I said 97% of the stuff can be fixed with me and the kid.
Mm-hmm.
3% we gotta escalate.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. But it's such a over 35 years, very small portion.
Very, very few. If
Very
you
few.
if you do it right.
If you do it right, because the kid's gonna take care of it for you, because the
Yeah.
kid's gonna take, it's not like the kid's going home and talking to their parents for 6 hours unless they're a unique kid. Most kids don't do that.
And it all starts with the kid knowing that you care about them,
Yep.
the parents knowing that you care about the kid.
Right.
That solves most
Most
issues.
of it. It
Yep.
does. All right. Till next year.
All
Till next week, coach. Bye.
right. See
The
you,
next
coach.
year, maybe. Yeah, but hey, coach, I hope you like this. Make sure you go over and check out Teach. Make sure you subscribe and like. Make sure you go over, leave some comments if you have any questions or anything like that. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. Go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. The one-stop membership for everything that you would need. And if you're looking to take it to the next level, you're looking for a mentor, you're looking for my own boxer, you're looking for everything, my library, everything that's included, go to winthisseason.com. Talk to you soon.